Hello and welcome. My name is Oliver Riepel. I'm from the golf sport company in Vienna, Austria, in Europe. I'm also the representative for Uneekor in Europe. And today we show you kind of one of the new games which are available for the Uneekor. It's available for the EyeXo and as well for the QED. It's called GSPRO. It's actually at the moment in a kind of a beta version available over the Simulator Golf Tour network. If you don't know about the Simulator Golf Tour, usually it's kind of a web page where you can compete each other against players around the world. And GSPRO, because Perfect Golf has been eliminated by TrackMan, GSPRO is more or less the following program which they use now. It's very nice, honestly. I just played it. I just participated at the Q School with the game. It really makes fun, especially if you're a single player. It's usually really making way more fun than kind of other games. Graphics wise, you have to take a look at this. As said, it's still in a kind of a beta version, so which means it's not really fixed or it's not really finalized. There can be some bugs and things, but there are lots of improvements week by week. So this is, we have now end of February 2021. So this is kind of a video which kind of gives us a state how we do it. I will play on the course which I know myself very good. It's the PGA National. I played this 5 times in my life, so I really know how it's working. So when you go here, actually you see that you can kind of choose the player. You can do the round settings. You can now, with the new version, it looks like you can also resume the previous game. You have these kind of technical stuff. We are just playing the front 9. I would say you can look at that. So let's say we play the back 9. Back 9 is a little bit harder to play. You can choose stroke play, scramble, match play already. I give it on the back tees here. Fairway frameless, greenway frameless. So Stimp, I usually put it on 8, otherwise it's unplayable for me, to be honest. I put the gimmies on 6 feet, which is right about 2 meters for the guys which live in Europe. No mulligans on the first tee always. Let's say we do 2 per mulligans. Casual putting, optimistic, strict, which I have kind of, to be honest, I've not really tested it with the putting feature enabled. So you can put different players. I have my friend Peter usually here. He's not joining me today. So that's how it looks like. Recipe, I think that's a kind of physics thing. So if you kind of want to do, kind of change this, and you can make the pins easy, medium, or hard, let's make it medium. I'm a professional player usually, so it should be no big deal. Start the game. So as said, I played this course quite often, 5 times in my lifetime. So here we go. That's the number 10, par 5, which you have here this aim points, which are this white dot here and white dot here. Usually it's like, for me, it's around about 202 meters away. So like, looks like it's 200 meters away. I play from the back tee, so which means it's not really on the back. I don't want to make it myself harder as it actually is. So that's kind of how I like to play golf, and it's not that hard. So I take my gloves on and we're ready to rock and roll. We just use a normal Pro V1 ball. We just use the EyeXo. Just few clubs have stickers on it. So we also can go here, when you haven't seen this so far, you can put in the data points here, so you kind of see the data of the ball and things like this. You also can change it. So if you go here, if you click it, you can change it to whatever kind of setting you want to have, decent angle, ball speed, stuff like that. So if you can really play, and you can change between metric and imperial here. One of the features I really like about this software very much, but it's very editable. So play well, guys. Take a look if I can make a good shot here on the first tee. Oh, that was not good. Left in the trees. Oh, I can remember that point where I was. So what's left? It's 250 meters are left. You see this on the left here. It's 88 centimeters it would be up, and let's take a look at this here. Kind of push it out with a 4-iron. Hopefully it's working. Oh, was a good one. It's going out. But I've recognized that the previous shot outcome, which you see now on the bottom right here, usually has been told before the shot. Now it's shown after the shot. So let's go here with a 7 iron, usually 150 meters to the green. Another left one. Ah, come on, Oliver. Ends up in the bunker. So it's in the sand, and the sand trap, 20 meters left. Oh, come on, sit down. So when you play the game now coming to putting, which really quite works well. Now in the new version here, which we test now, you see this aiming, this white arrow, white line that actually shows you where to aim. So which means makes it quite easy now to aim. So you go here. That's not the correct aim point, so it's not really hard to kind of play around, because I think that's the things on the indoor golf stuff, which is really kind of make some issues sometimes. So it's 4.7 meters. Oh, it's too fast. A little bit pushed to the left. Oh, come on. It's outside the gimme range. Again here. 2.1 meters, should be no big deal normally. Oh, come on. Yeah, so I got +2 on the first hole, which don't makes me a good golfer at the moment. 333. Actually, I think the graphics in the game itself really look quite amazing. The only thing where you see it's kind of a better version still. You see this here in the minimap. The minimap has kind of some kind of graphic failures or something like this. How I could call that with that. So it's really that was a good hit. Should be in the middle of the fairway normally. Oh yeah. Quite good job. But actually, the graphics of the game, if you take a look at the trees and the grass and the bushes and here, this stuff which is in the water, it's actually really looking amazing good. So 91 meters left. Should be an easy sandwich for me normally. Oh, a little bit left maybe. That's okay. I take that. It's not the easiest of holes in real life. So we're going here, another putt to be made. And here you see that should be the alignment. I hope it's like this. I'd like to take a look at that. Honestly, I haven't. Usually, I would do it a little bit more like this, but you see maybe how the break line is. 9.7 meters, 4 centimeters downhill. Oh, almost. That's good. That's a gimme. So it leaves me up with a par here. 371.7 par 4. As well here, if you take a look at the mini-map, a little bit of confused kind of mini-map optics, but okay. But in the game itself, you don't really see that because it really gives a kind of a very good impression on how it works. So again. Oh, a little bit lefty. Oh, come on. Maybe I should play from the back from the tournament tees. 158. What you see as well is how the ball is lying here in the middle of these of the screen. You see 2.2 uphill. It's 1.4 to the left. I'm not quite sure if this really takes it a little bit in mind, if this is how the ball will be played or calculated. On the left bottom here, you see the club selections is kind of a caddy function. And as said, you here have these carry, vertical launch angle, backspin, total length, and stuff like that, because it's actually something which really kind of gives you some data points. You as said before, you can kind of choose it what you want to have, so you see afterwards always how your game has performed. It's in a deep rough. I would say it's maybe taking a little bit away from my ball speed now. I'll take not a 7, I'll take a 6 iron now. That was quite a good shot, maybe. Oh, it has taken a little bit of speed off the ball. Ah, again in the bunker. Yeah, you see, previous shot outcome, just 79% on the speed, so I should have maybe taken a 5 iron with the same hit. I'm going on. So, 24 meters left, the sand shot. Oh, come on, sit down. Unfortunate. So 6.8, slight chip. Now I can take a look at the options here, if I maybe can see, because I've seen that. Okay, this is here where you can kind of switch it on and off. That you kind of have, that you see how the slope on the green is going on. Has not taken it. Oh no. Oh yes, and there was it. That's the new kind of cup physics, how they call it. The ball is reacting on when you don't kind of have the ball in the middle of the hole, so it's kind of lipping out and things like that. 311 meters. So. Maybe I'm not hitting the ball 250. Just taking my 2 iron here. Try to make a decent shot. Oh, that was not a good one. Oh. 144.8. It's in the deep rough again, so I would say maybe again 6 iron out of the deep rough. Oh, that was a good one, usually. Another 80%. Just so the deep rough usually looks it's penalizing now. It has changed from the other software, so from the software versions before. Ford was a little bit more forgiving on that. So 19.5. Again here, if you go there, you can put here the, click it on. Not quite understand why it's not showing up automatically, but okay, it's maybe a bug. As said, friends, this is still a beta program. It's not really finished. There have been a lot of things have to be done, but it's looking good. Sit down, come on. So we go here. So I now do this, the putting without the stroke or with the aiming help. Going here 2.4 meters, aiming a little bit to the left. Not the best of rounds for me. 362, another par 4. I think that's the one. And the hole before, yeah. And afterwards comes the bear trap. So here we go. Play the ball. Try to hit it. Was a little bit left. Could be ending up in the bunker. Of course. Today it looks like I like it on the beach. So sand trap 123 meters. Okay, and I'll take a 7-iron. Maybe it helps. 9.4 uphill. So either as I said, I don't know really. Maybe you guys can answer me that. If this will be taken in mind or not, if the lie has kind of an influence on the ball flight as well. So it would be nice if you leave it in the comments so I know. And oh, there was a little bit left, I think. Should have been warmed up a little bit before taking the video. So 24.5 meters as well in the deep rough, or in the rough, in the normal rough. Looks like a normal rough. Come on, come on, come on, sit down. Oh, it was in the gimme range. Leaves me with a par about that. But I said it's usually really, if you take it in mind, it's really kind of a very nice feature, and the gameplay really works good and everything. So if you take a look as well at the graphics and how it all performs, you see how fluent it also goes with the QED, with the Uneekor EyeXo. This would be the same with the QED. So this is because systems, if you don't know, Uneekor EyeXo and QED most likely have the same ball data points, as we have shown in another video. We then have done a comparison with the Foresight Sports GSK Quad. The only difference is more or less the club data. But the club data here has absolutely no influence. We don't have any stickers on the clubs. We don't have any kind of special balls. A normal Titleist ball, which I've put out of my bag. So start at the bear trap, 129.8 or 0.3 meters for me to the hole. So let's try to make a good shot, Oliver. Come on. Oh, that was a good one. That really was a good one. Yes. That felt good when it came from the top face. You guys may know that. Again, I try to do it here with the aim point thing. Let's try it out if this works. So 5.2 meters, 8 centimeters downhill. So kind of how it's working. If you take it in mind, 5.2 meters, 8 centimeter downhill, I would recommend to make a putt not more than like 3 meters on speed. So because 8 centimeters, or it's like 2.5 inches, I think, downhill is a very big number on a just a short. Almost, yeah, it was good. So I take this as a par. Now, there comes the number 16 hole. So this is a nightmare hole for me, usually in real life. I think I never really played it good. So let's take a look at this before I play it. Go here, so what, that's the 200 meter mark. So it should be not quite longer. 200 leaves 156. You see here on the top, so if you take a look at that here, there is a 1, so which means when I go, it's 202 to the marker and 156 to the green, so which means I see exactly where to go, and how much it leaves me then to to the pin. I would maybe suggest that there could be lines. So you see a line here, line there. So kind of have kind of imagination how the line goes on the mini map as well. And let's take a look at this here as well. Maybe should be here. If you mark it here or here, maybe should be ending up here as a marker as well. Just as a suggestion from my point of view. Oh, that one was a very good shot. And a very lucky one as well. So that was, of course, a sarcastic comment about my swing now. 157.7. So this should leave an 5-iron into the green. That's a good thing on indoor golf. There is no bunker. There is no bad stance. There is just bad swings. That was a good one, maybe. Come on, baby. Fly. Oh, yeah. That was a good one. I get it. Oh, it just gave me 95% on spin, so it was really forgiving. So 4 meters is leveled out, so it must be. Come on. A little bit too long, huh? Ah, oh, shit. Here we go again. Yeah, that's in. Good. So another one here, 17. That's the only hole which I honestly think looks different in real life. That's kind of what it looks different. That's the only hole on the whole course which not really reflects that, but maybe could be wrong. Should be a right to left curve. Yeah. Oh yeah, other good one. Good strike. Oh, that looks like a tricky putt. So here we take the aim feature again. Take a look how it's working. Try that. 3.4, 16 centimeters down. So usually I would make it maybe just roll. Yeah, it's exactly what it is. As said, and I said it in some videos also already before, especially with the EyeXo and with the QED as well, putting is really working well if you take it from the speed side. What you never will really kind of simulate is kind of how to read breaks, how to kind of get that feel about the chippings and things like this. This is something where you always have to kind of compare it. It's like, I don't know, if you take soccer, football, how we call it in Europe, it's a different thing if you play outdoors or if you play indoors or we play futsal, for instance. So it has its difficulties, it has its differences, of course. Real golf, you really play outdoors. Indoor golf makes fun. It's a good training thing. It really makes fun. But at the end of the day, you don't have to keep it too seriously when it goes to putting and chipping. But I'm going back into the game. 18th hole now on the PGA National. Getting a driver, of course, of that hole. Oh, that was a beauty. Felt good. Yeah, good one. So I think it looks like it always aims down to the aim point of the next position, which means par 5 here, 240 meters. take a look how far it is to here. 180, 182. Okay, try to hit it there. Hopefully not hitting it. Fly, baby. Oh, that was a good one, yes. That was a good one. That was a good hit. Leaves 38. Should be a half 58-degree wedge. Spin. Come on, spin. 5,955 spin. I really spinned it a little bit more. Tried to. So 5.5 meters. Honestly, if I take these aim point stuff, this aiming thing on the putting, usually for myself spoken, it's really much easier for me to kind of play it the normal way. So kind of take these balls which are rolling and kind of make direction on my own. 5.5 meters again. Oh, come on. It leaves a paw at the end. So it's a bumpy start, then pause. So that's usually my game. Actually, my round record there is a 73. It's 1 over. That's a round record there in real life on the PGA National for me. From the backest tees you can play there, because you usually cannot play the tournament tees. Yeah, my name is Oliver Riepel. This was a GSPRO to EyeXo kind of test or presentation. We are selling that stuff. So if you need any advice, kind of how to build something like this or want to buy something like that, of course, feel free to touch us, because we are from GSK Europe. We are building golf simulators all around the place. Yeah, so that's it. As said, if take a look at below notes, you can contact me there anyway. If you want to buy it in America, you are very happy to be with Uneekor.com. If you're in Australia, you should end up at Golf Simulators Australia. And if you're from Asia, of course, then you should contact our headquarters in Seoul. My name is Oliver Riepel, Golf Company in Vienna, Austria, and have a nice day. Goodbye.